The valley and are immediately greeted by a view which brings tears to your eyes. It has been many years since you've seen the surface. Those of you who have seen it at all. Well, the Slithzerikai probably hasn't. After years of dreaming, here it finally is, laid out before you. Plants are everywhere. Feel the wind. And the sky is blue. Blue richer than any you've ever seen. It's warm and dry. There can be no doubt you are finally home. Stand there for an hour, just admiring the sights and feeling the sensations. Then you look around more carefully. This area is very unsettled. There's a river to the south. There are no human settlements as far as you can see. This is excellent news. Not only is Fort Emergence under no immediate danger of attack, but there's plenty of room around here for Advernites to settle. But it wouldn't do to get too excited too soon. There's still plenty to be discovered, plenty of investigation to do. You have to meet the surface people, who are likely to be very different from you. Also, while there is great joy in leaving the caves, it's far more frightening than you thought it would be. After years of tunnels and shadows, the open sky and bright sun leave you feeling constantly blinded and exposed. A new chapter in the life of Avernum has just begun. A new land awaits you. It's time to explore. I suppose it is. You notice some movement in the underbrush ahead of you. You look carefully, wondering what sort of friendly surface creature will emerge. You're disappointed to find, however, that the approaching creatures aren't animals, but blobs of brightly colored slime. The grass underneath them curls up and dissolves as they glide over it. They move quickly towards you. This is very odd. The Empire worked for years to slay all monsters on the surface, but here's a strange beast unlike any you've ever seen. It's a large slime, bubbling and magical. It leaves a trail of dead plants behind it as it oozes around. Rude. Jerks. So what are monsters doing up here? Could this mean there are dragons and griffins and stuff? There's a nice waterfall. Let's leave the map on. I know I need to find a city. This vale is filled with shredded, rapidly crumbling unicorn horns. The rocks have bits of dark fur on them where the base rubbed against them. In the distance among the rocks you think you can see movement of small black creatures. A unicorn group? Are they hostile? Hostile unicorns? And you see a group of unicorns grazing on weeds and bracken. Even in Avernum you had heard of unicorns, legendary pests of the surface world. They're smelly, dirty, goat-like beasts with a single horn, which the ill-tempered creatures use to impale anyone luckless enough to stumble into them. They are nasty animals, and the local farmers will usually do anything to wipe them out. Fortunately, this pack doesn't seem interested in you at the moment. However, you could always take the battle to them. Interesting take on unicorns. Back to the caves! Oh, this is a unicorn grotto. I'm not sure I want to mess around in here just yet. I need to find the town. Small pack of unicorns. Scavenging, looking for garbage or crops to eat. They stay clear of your superior hostile capabilities. Yeah, let's just leave them alone. Yeah, more unicorns. This seems like an issue. Oh hey, there's a dude. Or a house of some sort. On the road leading north from Curzon province, the air is cleaner and the underbrush lacks scarred burned areas caused by the passage of the slimes. Nearby you see a friendly inn, built here to aid travelers heading to and from prison. Watch it. Stay in line. Obey the law. Okay, we are here. And we are probably right here. This is where we came from. Right, because this is on the road to Curzon. Maybe I need to go to Delon or Delis or Purges. I don't know, I don't have a particular direction I am intended to go right now. I just need to go up to the surface. Explore briefly. I enter the Inn of Blades. Well-defended outpost provides a hot meal and safe bed for many of Valorum's travelers. Guards let you in, though they watch you nervously as you pass. I thought the cats were banished to the underworld, and they probably never seen a Slithzerikai before. Kick in the door! I'm here to kill all of you. Never mind. Hi. Or else. The man at this table wears loose black clothes. He eats a Spartan meal of bread and fruit. Greetings, travelers. You're looking for company to ease your minds during your long journey. Yes, I'm Orlaz. Why are you here? Traveler, until recently I lived on the Isle of Begail. He munches on a bit of crust. What is that like? Splendid isle, home of the Anama Church. Source of great learning. Last there was a plague there, and what I learned didn't justify the risk. The sort of monster plague affects Begail. The isle has been set upon by hordes of cockroaches. They're huge and carry lethal diseases. Not a place that encourages people to stay. I would say so. Well, what's the church? He smiles enigmatically. What they teach I am unworthy to interpret to you. You will simply have to visit. And Amma effectively rule over the island. Should have little trouble finding them. You can reach the island by boat. How do I find a boat leading to there? Takes a sip of water. Take the road north from here, at the T intersection to the northeast. Go to Farport to the west. There you can take the boat to Begail. Wish you luck. I have much to ponder. Many apologies. Interesting. That sounds like an issue I might need to solve. Like, people say towns degrade over time if you don't do something about it, and that sounds like that town's degrading. You know, plague of disease-carrying roaches. Doesn't want to talk. Wait a minute. Wanderers of refugees and wanderers. Okay, doesn't want to talk. Okay, you. Okay. How about you? Arion. There's a mage sitting here. Deep in his cups. He motions for you to sit with him. I'm Arion. Takes a swig of beer. How are you? Where are you going? Nowhere yet. Been stuck here for a while. Minor difficulties. Shrugs and drinks more. It's going south to find a teacher. I just came from the Isle of Shader. Why are you stuck? Drink some beer and seems to approve of the taste. There are worse places to be stuck, but I would prefer to settle my difficulties and keep moving south. Didn't really answer my question. Looks at you blankly. That's more than I want to go into. Just a minor disagreement regarding some lumps of metal. What's so special about some lumps of metal? I have concealed several pieces of metal nearby. I wish it brought to me. It's not too valuable to most, but it has its uses for my work. If you'll bring it to me, I will reward you. To the road, to the north on the east side of the river, there are several trees in a diamond shape. Metal is hidden at the base of a stone spire due north of the center of the diamond. Please bring it to me and I will reward you. Okay. Sounds easy enough. Sure, there's no problem there. Trees in a diamond shape across the river. Okay, right there. A 6-foot-high pile of stones you're told about. Poke around and find a pile of several lumps of something that seems like metal, but far too light and lusterless. It's quite unusual. Let's take it. Pick up the odd-looking rocks and pocket them. As you turn, you see some people you sure weren't there before. They immediately move to attack. These rocks must have some unusual properties. They generate brigands! And that mage. Get wrecked. You have no abilities, so... Arch! Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Ow. Rude. Okay, actually cancel that. Ow, crap. I knew we were in trouble when I saw that one of those was a mage. Well, we'll do that later. I was just supposed to explore briefly, right? let's just map out the area immediately around it. Forward here. Careful, undertow is strong. Sense someone assuming there's something here. You search and find a small supply cache. Jeremy got toadstools. It's not much of a supply cache. More like toadstools were growing here. Goblins? Goblins. Wonder if they're hostile. There's a swamp. Here's a town. More frickin' slimes. Unlike these purple ones, they look bad. That's not the button I meant to hit, but whatever. Ice. Huzzah. There we go. Dalan. Watch it. Stay in line. A wandering monk. Quiet young woman in loose flowing black clothes. She moves silently through town, seemingly looking for someone. She turns to you. I do not say my name, except those I fully trust. That is a teaching of a wise man I seek. Are you looking for something? Maybe we can give you some wisdom? I don't know, I don't think we're very wise yet. Seek a teacher. Who is the teacher you seek? I know not his name. Nobody does. He is said to have great wisdom and great knowledge. She sighs sadly. He's also difficult to find. Sounds like he'd be worth finding. He's a wizard, but his magical arts are second to the power of his mind. He says things that at first seem to make no sense, but then provide learning later on. He's a great wizard, but he makes no sense? Is that not wondrous? Eyes flash with excitement. If only I could locate him. You have any clues about where he might be? He travels between Curzon and Delon, and sometimes goes to other towns around here as well. I do so wish I could locate him. Alas, I am lacking in wisdom. What does he look like? I'm tempted to ask if you see him, but I shall not. He has said the goal is lost when the goal is achieved. I suppose if it's about the journey, you know. If you're no longer on the journey, then the journey is no longer, whatever. We're not gonna get into that. Sheep! Dangerous. You're thick with tension. Stop looking at me. Bah! Bah yourself. Bah! Retorts. This repartee goes on for quite some time. Can I trouble you with another question? Bah! Stop looking at me. Bah! Okay. Taught that sheep a thing or three. That's right. You can't mess around with me. Evildoers will be punished. I have detect alignment. I know. Hey, bartender. What can you provide us with? My main business here is thirst management. Make you the finest mead in Curzon province. Yes, I'll also get a room if you want. How much is your mead? A round of mead for your band is 2 coins. Believe me, it'll get you where you're going. Just ask for a drink when you're ready. Of course, you should be careful. Some folks have been sort of affected by the stuff. How are folks usually affected? Some more frequent customers say they saw a sprite north of town. What a bunch of goofs. Sprite? Fairy creature. Hasn't been one of them around here for years and years. Thank goodness. Why do you say that? You must not know much about the fairy folk. Well, I'll tell you this for nothing. The wise don't deal with their kind. They don't know how to live up to their end of the bargain. I'll have a round of drinks. It is a wine-like drink made from honey. The mead here is indeed excellent, although it makes you feel very wobbly. When you're through, the innkeeper says, by the way, want some advice? Sure. People in small towns keep to themselves. Most of them won't want to talk to you. Just be sure to talk to the innkeepers, though. They'll all know what's going on. Well, I tried to talk to you about that. Now I'm going to go north of town, because I'm drunk. They're a group of tired Empire guards, nervously patrolling the road for slimes. They look at you long and hard. It's clear they recognize you are Avernites. Your pale skin marks you easily. However, they also don't care. They're too tired and worried about slimes. They nod at you silently and move on. As they pass, you can hear them make some very rude comments. They're just loud enough for you to hear them. The surface folk have a strong dislike for non-humans. Sprite. Maybe... You're not what I was looking for. So drunk. No! I knew you were gonna do that. And I don't have any way to stop it. And now we're no longer drunk. Group of goblins. They are spying on the tunnel into the nearby hill. They sneak around, slipping from rock to rock, trying to see into the darkness. They don't see you. As you move away, the goblin sees you. The stupid creatures shout an alarm and run in circles until they realize that you aren't going to attack them. You ask what they're doing. There's a lair in there. It's a big giant. He's named Gukbar. We think he has a treasure, but we aren't sure, the goblin sighs. We wanted to sneak in. We couldn't. We're going to find someone else to rob. Defeated, the goblins move on. A giant, you say? To work your way down into the high-ceilinged, foul-smelling cavern, there are bits of bone and fur all over. This place must be the lair of a particularly feral and nasty humanoid. Gukbar lives here. Keep out or be eaten. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to be eaten. Sounds dangerous. Oh, no? Okay, that's a dead end. Tiny glimmering light floating in the corner. As you move closer, it starts to float towards you. Looks like a tiny glowing person. What do? Wait. Tiny sprite flies a few inches in front of your face. She looks very upset. She says in a shrill, piping voice, "Yay! Big heroes have come to rescue us. My mistress Illyrie has been captured by the bad giant Gukbar. But you can save her. I know you can. There's a secret way in. Gukbar sleeps just north of his gate. Stay away from him. He's mean. Illyrie is in a cell way in the north. Sneak around Gukbar's cave and you'll be fine. And can rescue her. Yay!" The sprite flies to the wall to the west. Yay! Bats! They drive me batty! Anything in here? Not really. I say this is faster than going into combat mode. Your head slopes sharply down into another tunnel. The ceiling down there is extremely low. The back tunnels aren't large enough for someone large, like, say, a giant. Oh, I suppose I have to. Bloop! Don't you bloop at me. It's rude. I don't take that kind of blooping. Large cell, the door next to the window. Through the gate, you see a smelly dank. Reach a large cell door next to a small window. Through the gate, you see a smelly dank cell. The gate is a huge, impressive-looking lock. You lack the key. Well, I guess I should find the key then. Grrr. I will take that. Dried meat is good. Always good. Oh, hey. Any point to being back here? Ooh, there is a point. I gotta pay attention. Did that diamond do more damage than the rocks, out of curiosity? 1 through 8 plus 1 through 8 per level. It does. The most expensive ammunition you'll ever fire. Rough breathing, just a few feet to the east. Something very large near you. Actually, it's just around the corner. It doesn't seem to have heard you. It must be hard of hearing. Disarm.